for the city. It's for the city. It's for the city. It's for the city. Yeah, it's for the city. It's for the city. It's for the city. Yeah, it's for the city. She like battles on track, I'm hair, don't walk on smoke, cause I'm in the air. It's for the city. It's for the city. Yeah, it's for the city. It's for the city. Yeah, it's for the city.
Hi everyone, it's your girl Felicity back with another video, and as you can see by the title, your girl is feeling very honestly, I'm feeling so depressed. I'm feeling sad. I got my Starbucks. I was like, go get your Starbucks this morning, girl. You deserve it. You deserve it. And I've put the order plenty of times in the vlog. I get a venti iced chai made with almond milk, add caramel drizzle on the cup, and cinnamon dulce. Fire, iced. I'll put you on. Anyway, let's get into this video. So, if you've been tuned in, y'all knew I had this trip coming up that I've been planning low-key since like March. I planned to go to Disneyland, go to California / San Diego, and it was gonna be my niece, my nephew, and my brother. Where I'm gonna go, I was taking my niece and my nephew for their birthdays because their birthdays were in May. And then I was taking my brother as well for his graduation gift because he just graduated high school. And the reason why we had to delay it until July is because my nephew, if y'all's tuned in, y'all will know this. He lives in New York, so he didn't get out of school until like end of June. So second week July just worked out for everybody. So bet second week of July, that's the plan. I feel like planning trips in general is like hard and like stressful, but it's also super fun because like, you know, once like you're on the trip, it's going to be like the most amazing time. And I was just so excited because I haven't done a trip with like with my niece and my nephew together and my brother, and it's Disneyland. Like none of them have been to Disneyland before. I've been so many times. I'm like, it's time y'all go to Disneyland. So like I was super excited to be the one to take them. And I was just super excited for this trip because who wouldn't be? It's Disneyland. And two, like I just love California in general. Like I love the ocean. It's just so beautiful. So I was really looking forward to this trip. But let me get into why, because like it's Monday. So right now I should be driving to San Diego right now. It's Monday the 10th. We plan to leave today, Monday the 10th, get to San Diego, have a day in San Diego, leave that night to check into our hotel in LA. And then Tuesday, Wednesday, we're going to be Disneyland days. And then Thursday, we check out our hotel, go back to San Diego, check into our hotel in San Diego, have a day at SeaWorld. And I ain't a big baller like that, but I had free passes to SeaWorld. So I was like, bet, might as well just go to SeaWorld too. So we're going to go to SeaWorld on Thursday, stay the day. Because SeaWorld closes early. It closes at like 4 o'clock. So we were probably going to do like some fun night activities, probably at like Belmont, do the arcade. And then Friday, like probably go to brunch and then drive home because I have to work Friday. And then the trip will be over Friday pretty much. But none of that is happening now. It like slowly started to just fall apart. And then it officially fell apart yesterday. So let's get into this little story time because I was feeling sad. And I was just like, ugh. And like, I was just sad because I really wanted to go on this trip, but also like I wanted to have content for you guys. So I was just like, dang, like too much. I don't think I'm gonna get emotional in this video. I hope not. But I was like getting emotional earlier this morning because I was just thinking about everything and I literally was just like, wow, like. So let me tell y'all. So first my niece was supposed to come, but my sister, her mom, she pretty much just had like some personal matters. So they were in Arizona, but they had to pretty much go back home. And she lives in Louisiana, so they weren't able to come back out here, and I wasn't going to be able to go out and get them. And my niece obviously can't fly alone. So she was pretty much like, it was like end of May. That's when I knew she wasn't going. So I was like, dang, that sucks. I was really looking forward to her going because like I love her. Like of course I want her to go. I want her to go to Disneyland. And so then at that point I'm like, and then there was three. Me and my brother and my nephew. In which I was still super stoked about the trip. I was sad because like I really wanted my niece to go. But I'm like, you know what? It's fine. We'll go on our own time. I'll just take the boys, my brother, my nephew, and me. And I was like, oh, that low key's kind of lit too, because in my head I'm thinking, well, shit, she's not coming anymore. Disney Day 1 we can all do together, but Disney Day 2 y'all can do together, and I can go to the spa. There was a spa I really want to go to in LA that I had seen, and I was like, bet. I was still super excited for the trip. That was the plan. Then like first week of July, so a week before we leave on the trip, my brother tells me he can't go. I'm like, wow. He does wrestling, so he had like a national, pretty much like nationals coming up, which his national match wasn't during the trip, but he was like, he has to train and stay fit. He can't be at Disneyland. I'm like, okay, whatever, go be responsible or whatever. So he couldn't go anymore, and I'm like, dang, I really wanted him to go, because not only was that your graduation gift, but like he leaves to college literally like in 2 weeks. So I'm like, dang, like this is gonna be our last little trip together. But it's okay. He couldn't go. So then it was just gonna be me and my nephew, which I was still down for because I've gone to San Diego with just my niece, and we've had our little road trip and it was fun. But me and my nephew, we haven't had any trips like that because he lives so far. He lives in New York. So this was our time to just have auntie and nephew vacation, and like I was actually so excited for it because like we're gonna have matching shirts. Like it was gonna be so freaking cute. He never been to Disneyland. Like I was just so excited. And then so the plan, he lives in New York. So the plan was, my cousin Ariel lives in Florida. She wanted to go to New York. So I'm like, bet, go to New York. When you're in New York, grab him, fly to Arizona, and then fly back to Florida, you know? Bet, that was the plan. So she went to New York on Friday. Turned up, had the time of her life. On Sunday, was it Sunday? No. So Saturday night, which was like literally not last night, but the night before, she was supposed to be on a flight coming to Arizona. She was supposed to get here Sunday at 6 p.m. And then everything would have been in line. Everything would have been a go. She was turning up in a club. She done missed the flight. New York is just wild because every flight after that was delayed. It's just like, why'd you have to miss that flight? It's okay. I ain't blaming you. It's okay. It's in the past. If you're watching this, it's okay. But I was like, damn. So they missed their flight. Pretty much didn't get a. So then there was pretty much no flights to Phoenix. They ended up having to take a flight to like Charlotte just to get to Florida. And he's in Florida right now. We're supposed to be on the road right now to San Diego, and he's still in Florida. So at that point, and my cousin, she works during the week, so she was like, she pretty much can't take him until the weekend, or if she can find a flight that can get her there and back without interfering with her work, like a really a turnaround trip. So we're still looking at those right now, but I think the soonest we've seen was like Wednesday, and it just wouldn't even make sense at that point. Cause like hold on. Cause I was really trying, I'm like, hey, maybe fly into LA or fly into San Diego. But looking at the flights, the one flight that I wish she could have got, there was a flight leaving from Tampa going to LA. If they would got to LA tonight at 10 p.m., I was like, bet, I'll meet you at the LA airport. But there was no flights coming back for her to go back to work the next day. So that didn't work. So the only other flight was like Wednesday landing in San Diego, which it just didn't work out because, okay, you land in San Diego towards the nighttime. We drive to LA. We go to Disneyland Thursday. That's just one day in Disney. Then we have to drive back Friday, and I have to go to work. Like, it just didn't seem worth it to me. I would rather do, like, if we're gonna go to Disney, like, we have to do 2 days. Like, who does one day in Disney? Like, there's too much to do to try to be doing one day in Disney. So, and I wanted to do like both parks, like the Hopper Pass, the California Adventures, and Disneyland. So trying to do all that in one day, it would have just been unrealistic. So I was like, it's not even like worth the money. And then the hotels, how I had it booked, it was just too much. Like, I was like, it just wouldn't work out. Like, I would have to like rebooked hotels, which they were more expensive. And then the one hotel that I already had booked, if I would have canceled on Saturday, I could have canceled for free. But since I didn't cancel, well, I canceled today technically. But if I would have canceled yesterday, well, it doesn't matter. But since yesterday, Sunday, it was like cancel for free up until the day before. I only got like a portion back, so I was like, that sucks. But yeah, it was just too much. I was just like, it's fine. Like, we're just gonna have to replan it, which really freaking sucks. I just really wanted to go. But even after I knew, like, okay, he was still in Florida, he probably wasn't going to get here until, like, the weekend or midweek. I was like, okay, do I go dolo? Like, do I go by myself? And I really debated it because I've done trips by myself before. Like, I've gone to San Diego by myself before. But I don't know, like, I planned for this to be, like, a group trip. So for me to just switch it to go solo, like, I could, but that's not what I wanted to do or, like, the vibe I was feeling. So I was still looking into it, and I'm like, okay, I should. And then I'm like, I shouldn't, because the only thing, I wouldn't even go to Disneyland. Like, I would not. I've gone to Disneyland plenty of times. Like, Disneyland, I would have loved to go again, but I'm only going to go if I'm taking, like, my niece or my nephew. Like, I'm grown. Like, what am I doing just going to Disneyland? Fuck. So I definitely wasn't going to do that. So I probably would have just went to the spa on the beach, which to me, it just didn't seem worth it to pay for the hotel. I had booked 2 hotels, pay for those hotels, and just to go to the spa on the beach by myself. Like, if I would have planned for that, which anyway, if I was planning on doing like a solo trip, I wouldn't have set it up like that, you know? So it just wasn't making sense for me to go by myself and spend all that money, because I'm like, I really want to go to the beach, but not as much just to go splurge on the beach. Like, I didn't mind spending the money when I was spending it on, like, my niece, nephew, or my brother, because it's like, you know, I want to see them happy and whatnot. But I was like, for me, splurging that kind of money on a trip like that, I was just like, just for me to go, like, I don't know, like, I would, but that's not what I want, if that makes sense. Like, I was just thinking, like, it's just not what I want. It's hard to explain. Like, I would rather finish getting my apartment together than go spend $1,000 in California, you know? Like, that's just a personal preference. Like, there's so much stuff that I want, and Prime Day is literally tomorrow. So the trip's canceled. I feel like I've been talking too much anyway. Let's try to move on. We're going to move on to looking on the brighter side of things. Like, all this money I have. Not all this money I have, but instead I was like, okay, instead of me going to California, just to go to the spa and go to the beach and spend a whole week out there, which it just wasn't making sense for me. Like, if I was gonna go, I probably would do like a 3-day trip, you know, something shorter. I was like, you know, I'm just gonna cancel that. I would rather Prime Day. I love Prime Day. Well, I just love Amazon because they have everything. But if y'all have Prime Day is literally the 11th and the 12th. Everything be on sale. Not everything, but certain stuff. But yeah, Prime Day's tomorrow. So I'm like, you know what? I'd rather just finish getting my apartment together, because that's going to make me happy personally. So stay tuned. Now that I'm going to be pretty much buying majority of everything that I need for my apartment tomorrow or Wednesday. Stay tuned for a little mini furnished house tour. Some things I definitely want to get. I want to get like a big mirror to go right here, and then I want to get probably my vanity, and then I want to get like, y'all see. Just stay tuned. But yeah, so that's one thing. I'm like, okay, I can furnish my house, which wouldn't even be $1,000, probably less than that. And then 2, I was looking, I'm like, I moved to Phoenix in October, and I haven't been to any spas out here. So I'm like, I'm gonna just do a staycation. Since I already called off Monday, which is today, and I already have Tuesday, Wednesday off. Like, I'm gonna just do a staycation, and just catch up on things that I need to do. I seen a few spas in Phoenix that looked pretty cool that I wouldn't mind going to. So I think I'm going to try to be productive today. Then if I have time, I'll go to the spa. But if I don't, then I'll leave tomorrow for like a full self-care day, which I will record all that content for you guys. I might do a little bit of shopping. I've been wanting to restock up my makeup. So I'll probably restock my makeup and take you guys on that as well. And then probably treat myself to a nice dinner. I low-key been craving Cheesecake Factory. So if I be productive and do everything and by be productive, I mean like I just have to finish I told y'all how I wanted to get my master's in contract management. So I'm like halfway through my application. I just have to finish that. And then like I said, I've been sitting on content. So I'm gonna try to record. I think I have like 3 videos. I'm gonna try to get those recorded and like just get them scheduled and like posted and get those ready to post. And then probably just straighten up my house. My closet, oh, there's so much clothes in there. I need to organize those clothes and like probably donate some more stuff, get stuff hung up. And yeah, just pretty much just be productive. Things that will kind of just make me feel good. Like once I get that closet together, I know I'll just feel so much better about everything. I need to wash clothes too. Wash clothes. Figure out exactly what I do. I'm pretty sure I know what I want to buy for tomorrow, but just getting like exactly what I want to buy. And then if it's still early in the day after I do all that, then I'll start dipping into the self-care stuff. I already got my nails done because I was supposed to be on vacation right now, and my toes. You see? The French is so cute. I'm obsessed with the French, which I meant to record like prepare for my vacation with me, but it just didn't work out because when I went to get my toes done, the first time where I actually opened the vlog, which I might insert like y'all me opening that vlog just to show y'all that I actually tried, but they were booked, so I was like, dang, couldn't record that day. Went back the next day. I did go get my feet done. They did my feet, but I forgot to record. And then I asked them if they can do this, and they're like, that's too hard. So I'm like, this shit's basic as fuck. Like, the fuck? So they couldn't do that. So then my friend ended up with, shout out to my girl. She came through because let me tell y'all, first I had an appointment booked with my nail tech to get like these Disney nails because I was going to Disneyland. She gonna cancel on me. I'm like, God damn. And then she was like pretty much gone up until like, by the time she came back, I would have already been gone. So I'm like, fuck. So I was just gonna go to the nail salon, pay whatever. And then I went to the nail salon, they talking about they can't do this. So then I'm really stressing because we leave in like 2 days, and I'm like, fuck. And I was heading to Tucson, and I went over to my friend's house because she had showed me her nails, and her nails look good. She did them herself. I'm like, girl, do my nails. Like, I need you to do my nails right now. And she did them like, we were both shook, but like she did her thing. So I definitely, of course, paid her, and then I got my hair done by my auntie. Pretty much today's gonna be more of a productive day. I might record it, I might not record it, we'll see. I'm just gonna be like doing like stuff on my laptop, so I don't know if that's really gonna be interesting for you guys. But definitely once I get into the self-care stuff, I'll definitely record. And yeah, so just stay tuned. I'm really sorry. I know you guys are probably expecting some Disneyland content, which I was honestly really super excited for Disneyland. We even had shirts. Like I was making a shirt. Like, a shame. It's okay though. We're looking on the bright side of things. I'm gonna get a lot of stuff for Prime Day tomorrow, and then just do just have some what is it? Stay home. A staycation. I'm gonna have like a staycation for myself. I do want to go to the movies too, so I might go to the movies as well. I want to see that movie Elemental. It looks so good. It reminds me of Inside Out, and I actually love that kids movie, so I might go see that. And yeah, that's a little update on the trip. Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do Disney. Realistically, when me and my sister were talking about it, it wouldn't be until like March next year, which is so far away. But I did see that Halloween is on a Tuesday this year, and I've always wanted to do Disneyland Halloween. So if my sisters are willing to let them miss school for like 2-3 days, we'll do Disneyland Halloween. But yeah, we'll have to see. I am going to end this video right here. Stay tuned for all the self-care. And yeah, I hope y'all have a beautiful, blessed day. Talk to you later. Bye.